Hey statistics, this is the Google Classroom, Google Slides activity to help us see a probability distribution with the same example that we had in a piece of homework. So anyway, we've got the computers problem. We're gonna find the mean, variance, standard deviation, dealing with the numbers of computers per household in a small town. So there were 300 households having no computers, 280 having one computer, and so on. In order to find the probability of each amount of computers in a household, we first have to have, this is like our frequency column. So we are going to find the total of this column, setting it equals, we're gonna do the sum of, and then I'm gonna click and drag, or actually it popped up automatically. So now we have the total amount ready for us. To find the probability of each amount of computers, I'm going to take this column, so the number of households, divided by 695 every time. But I want to lock this in, and I want to tell you that if you press F4 right after you click on that, it automatically puts in the dollar signs that we see here. If you're like, wait a second, what kind of dollar signs? It automatically puts in the dollar signs. So let's hit enter. We're gonna click and drag. Notice how the plus sign, I click and dragged because it was in the bottom right corner. All right, let's go to x times p of x, because in order to find the mean, I'm gonna have to have the sum of every variable times its probability that it shows up. How come I can't see the decimal? Let me expand it. I wonder what happens if I double click it. Double click. All right. So this column times this column. That means I'm going to take each variable times, which is shift 8, their individual probability. And I'm going to make sure my plus sign, click and drag. I'm gonna double click to expand so I can see it. The mean for a probability distribution is the sum of each variable times its probability. So this is gonna equal the sum. Notice how it automatically pops up. I'm gonna already click on this. All right. We will then find the deviations. I'm gonna zoom out. We're gonna find the deviations then, because in order to find variance, we need the square of the deviations times each individual probability, and the variance is the sum of all of that. So let's break it down. We're going to take equals this column, because that is my data, minus the mean, but I need to lock in that mean, so I'm gonna hit F4. That way I don't have to like insert dollar sign. No, F4 automatically does it. I hit enter. I can double click just so you see. Having a negative value is okay, because I'm going to square each of these. So now when I square, I'm gonna hit equals this column squared. Caret, which is shift 6. I'll double click to expand, and I'm going to carry that down. I'll double click again. I don't like numbers getting cut off. So if I scroll over, in order to find the variance, I have to take this column, the square of the deviations, times the probability of each variable. So I'm going to take F3 times the probability column, which is in C3 if you followed along with me. And I want that formula to be copied every single time. Variance is the sum of that column. What's nice is it automatically comes up for me. And the standard deviation is the square root, so SQRT, open parenthesis. I want the square root of this column, or of this cell, G8, and I get 0.791 blah. So let's see what that means. Just so you know, let me type this out. Scroll, let's see. I just want you to see this as a statement. Let me merge all of this. Merge. Okay, this means that when I look at another household, or when I look at a group of households, that the next, this means that another experiment of the same situation, counting the number of computers, will have a mean somewhere between whatever 0.76, because that is my mean, plus or minus, how do I insert a plus or minus? Plus or minus the standard deviation. Wait a second. So we're talking about, this doesn't make sense. Hold on a second. What happened here? There is no way. Oh, now it makes sense. Sorry. At first, so this means that if you look at houses, most of them have one computer. Sorry, the decimal really threw me off. So people are either going to not have a computer, or the mean will either be no computer, or at most have an average of 2 computers. If I took 0.76 plus 0.79, I'm close to 2 computers. That's what, so having 3 computers is very unheard of. Now, we also have to realize this data is old. It's old data. Because I do believe, well, shoot, most of you guys have Chromebooks, and most siblings have Chromebooks now. Most adults have Chromebooks. And do we count a cell phone now as a computer? So this is old data, very old. Okay, here I want you to repeat the same stuff that I did and send it to me on Google Classroom. All right, peace.